Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my face. I've got the worst case of hay fever I've ever had. I've got all of the medication and sprays and all that kind of thing, and it's sort of kicking in, but it's also making me quite drowsy because I think I got the wrong tablets and I haven't had the drowsy ones before. But I'm feeling very tired, but I really want to have a productive day and make the most of it, and I'm just going to watch telly because I'm feeling really rough, but I figured I could crochet at the same time. So I thought I'd start this video off. So essentially this is going to be episode 1, and I'm going to be updating my old makes. So makes that I did when I was a proper beginner at crochet and that didn't go completely to plan, and that I don't really wear because of that. I'm going to update them, I'm going to try them on, have a look at what I want to sort out, and then do it and then show you the before and after. I hope that's interesting. I don't know if it is. So this is episode 1. If no one likes it, I obviously won't continue. I mean, I'm going to do the stuff anyway, so maybe I'll just film it because I'll be doing it. But yeah, let me know if you do enjoy this, because it just gives me feedback on what kind of stuff to film in future. So now I'm just going to go and try on my first item, which was the first cardigan that I ever made. So I'll put a picture here, and then in like 2 seconds I'm going to show you a video of, I guess, me wearing it, or I'll put it on the mannequin. I haven't decided yet. I'll see how I feel when I get up from this chair. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thumbs up if you do, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll see you in 2 seconds, hopefully with a bit more energy. I'm going to try, guys. I'm really going to try. And I'm going to try this cardigan on, and then we're going to discuss what I'm going to change. Okay, I decided to put it on the mannequin because I thought it would be easier to show you exactly what's wrong with it. As you can probably notice already, the sleeves are ridiculously long. So bearing in mind this cardigan goes down to, I think, just above my knees because I'm quite a short person. That's how long the arms are. They're about at least a square too long. And also the cuffs don't actually cuff, like they're just huge and stretched. So I'm going to replace them. And so I'll probably take one patch off, do a new cuff, and you can just see how big it is. There's also holes in it everywhere. Where I was such a beginner, I didn't know how to sew up properly or tie off properly. Again, more holes at the back, so I'll be needing to sew it all together a little bit better. The bottom edge is alright, I'm happy with that. The buttons, I'm not a huge fan of. Is that a stain? I've spilt something on it. I'm going to give that a bit of a clean. But yeah, I don't like the buttons. I didn't have any buttons back then. Like, I hadn't bought any, so I just used whatever ones I had in my drawer. And they're just old coat buttons, but they're really big and bulky, and they sort of sag as well. So because they're so heavy, they sort of like pull the yarn. So I'm going to replace them, I think. I've got some nicer buttons now. And yeah, I think we'll start there. And yeah, perhaps that's what we'll do, and then we'll play it by ear. If I then try it on once I've done all that and there's still something else, I will obviously then alter it again. So hopefully this works. Okay, let's crack on, and I'm going to start altering this. Okay, I decided to put it on for the before and afters, and I just want to show you how long it is, give you some perspective. So my hand ends there. I think realistically I could take off 2 of the patches, so take off this one and this one, and then do a nice long cuff from the grey one, and I think that would be a better length sleeve, because at the moment I have to literally roll them up, and they're huge and bulky, which is fine, but it's not ideal. Let me just tilt you down a little bit, and you can see the length as well. So yeah, it is huge, really long. I just followed a pattern on YouTube, but obviously her height and body length and everything is completely different to mine, and I didn't take that into consideration because I was such a newbie, and I was like, I'm just going to do it exactly how she's done it, and that obviously wasn't ideal because I now have really long sleeves. And also I don't like this edging that I did. I was so new, I was sort of like learning as I went, which is a really good way to learn, and that's how I learn best. But now it's time to update this, because I love this cardigan so much. I'm so proud of it because it is like my first thing I made, or item of clothing, but it just isn't very good. Like, I just can't wear it because the sleeves are so long and then bulky when you roll them up. Also, I didn't sew in any ends because I didn't know about that. I tried sewing some of it together. I tried crocheting some of it together. Like, this was complete trial and error, and it's not amazing. And I think now, or I can see how far I've come, I don't reach for this item anymore because I feel like it's just not as finished, not as polished, and doesn't fit very well. So let's crack on. I'm gonna take these patches off. I can add them to my scrap blanket on both sides. So get rid of the really long sleeves, make some nice big cuffs, and then we'll sew together the body a bit better where there was holes and stuff. And then I'll update you, try it on. I think I'm happy with the length. Let me just move my camera. Also, excuse my hair, I've been paddleboarding, so it's a bit wild. Yeah, so I quite like the length. I quite like a longer cardigan because the rest of mine are quite cropped. But obviously if I wanted a regular cardigan, I could probably take 2 patches off and do it like that. But yeah, so we're gonna do sleeves first, and then we'll do buttons and the holes. Taken the 2 patches off, and now they're quite short, so yeah, I'll probably do some really long cuffs, and then I think when I'm also going to block this in a future video because I've ordered some stuff, and I think when I block it I'll be able to, you can see it's got quite a lot of shrink to it, so it should be like that, but it just shrinks back. So I think when I block it, I'll obviously block it the way it should be, and then yeah, it should be the perfect length with the cuff as well. Right, now it's time to make the cuffs. Okay, so here's the cardigan. I have removed the sleeves and I've made some longer cuffs. There you go. So now, next stop, I'm going to take the buttons off, and then I'm going to neaten up the whole thing. So I'm going to turn it inside out, make sure everything's sewed up properly, try it on, and then we'll add the cuffs on. So the cardigan is now inside out, and I've tidied it up as much as I can. Obviously, when I first made it, I cut all the threads quite short, which is why it's unravelling now, and also didn't weave them in. So I've weaved in what I can, but most of them I've had to try and tie up again to make sure they won't come apart, and just cut them so that they're neat. And now I'm going to attach the cuffs. There we go, I've done the cuffs on the sleeves, and now I'm just going to sew on these new buttons. So I sort of did the colours that I've used for the cardigan, and I've just alternated them. So we've got one grey one, a pink one, a white one, and then a blue one. So I'm just going to sew them on, and then we're about done. There we go, 4.5 hours later, and I'm all done. I've shortened the sleeves So they fit me quite well now, and when I block them they'll be a little bit longer, because at the moment they do ride up a little bit, but I just need to block it. Obviously left the length as it was. When I block it, like this is obviously a little bit curved up. That'll go flat and that'll be nice. I've changed the buttons, so I've put ones on that match the colour scheme. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's super comfortable. The sleeves make a huge difference. It was really, that was like really putting me off wearing it. So now I know I can comfortably do anything. Yeah, I'm more likely to wear it. But this is it. I'll show you that. There we go, just like a super comfy cardigan to wear around the house. And obviously also out if I wanted to. But for me, this is more of like a over pyjamas kind of cardigan. So I'm really happy with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. If you did, make sure to let me know down below. Thumbs up, like put a comment and all that. And yeah, I'll probably do this for a few other jumpers and cardigans that I've made, because I'm not completely happy with them and I want to get use out of them. So I figured I'd just edit them with my new found skills and yeah, make them more up to scratch really. So I'm very happy. Subscribe, comment, all that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video or a previous video or whenever I see you. Bye.